State your name.
Barbara Elaine Pugh.
You solemnly swear or affirm testimony about you is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Dr. Pugh, if you would scoot up real close to that microphone there so we can pick you up.
Okay.
There you go. That's better. All right. Your full name, please.
Barbara Elaine Pugh.
All right. And where are you employed, Ms. Pugh?
I am currently retired. I'm a pediatrician.
All right. And how long were you a pediatrician?
I think 37 years.
All right. Where did you practice?
I own my own practice Premier Pediatrics in Johnson City.
All right. And was that an open pediatrician's office back in 2018?
Yes, I think that's right.
Okay. While you were had that pediatrician's office, did you have a patient there by the name of Evelyn Boswell?
I did.
All right. And the mother of the child, her name was Megan Boswell?
Yes.
Okay. How many doctors were in the practice there at Premier Pediatrician?
At that time, we had a physician assistant and another doctor, another pediatrician.
Okay. So how did that work when you had a patient there at the office? Did one doctor, was that assigned to a specific patient, or was it just kind of on a
Well, they could
rotational
request
basis?
who they wanted to see, but most often they saw the same one for their physicals, usually.
Okay. And did you see Evelyn shortly after she was born there in your office?
My partner at the time, Dr. Trozen, saw her for the very first time at 8 days of age.
All right. And would you all have reviewed her birth records from the hospital as part of your usual protocol in taking her on as a new patient?
Yes, and there was in the chart what Dr. Trozen got the information.
All right. And you had an opportunity to review Evelyn's chart?
Yes.
Okay. Did you note any concerns as far as her birth, pregnancy, anything like that prior to her coming on as a patient there at your office?
Well, the mother was a teen mother, and in pediatrics we consider that of concern. So she was 17 at the time. The baby had group B strep. Mama was group B strep positive, so the baby got some antibiotics for a couple of days, but she went home at 2 days. She was small for gestational age, like 5 pounds and 6 ounces, I think it was. So she was small, but other than that, she was doing well.
All right. And did you all see her on a regular basis there at your office?
Yes, she came for her physicals 2 weeks or 16 days is how she was, but she came with the second visit, and then 2, 4, 6, and 9 months.
And again, you said you had an opportunity to review her records. Anything stand out to you as far as health concerns during that first year?
No, the last time we saw her was for a sick visit. She was about 10 and a half months old. So that was the last visit in October of 2019. But her 2, 4, 6, 9 months visits, in 2 weeks, she was doing well.
Okay.
She had a few little odds and ends, but they're normal.
Okay.
No.
Developing normal like a
Yes,
a
she was
newborn
growing well, and her developmental skills were very well. She was actually advanced at 9 months, talking some, and she was doing well.
Okay. So meeting normal milestones, nothing that
Yes.
would, as a pediatrician, would give you any sort of concern.
No, she was doing well.
Okay. You aware that she had a visit scheduled for December the 5th of 2019?
That probably would have been her 12. It should have been her 12-month checkup.
All right. And you learned that she failed to make that visit. Is that correct?
Yes, I think she had more than one. I think it may have been rescheduled, but I'm not sure. But she did have, because the front office takes care of that. But she did not come anymore after 10 and a half months.
All right. And obviously, as a pediatrician, it's important for you to see a child regularly during the early parts of her
Yes.
life, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
we have a.
Okay. So did that concern you when she did not show back up for her year visit?
Well, yes, but in pediatrics, it's sometimes people move, they change. So you don't always know as the doctor. You may not know
All right.
why they don't show up, but all you can do is call and try to find out and follow up.
Okay. All right. So you said the last time you saw Evelyn was in October of 2019.
Well, actually, Dr. Trozen saw her that day for a sick visit.
So the last time your office saw her.
Yes.
Okay. All Does your office maintain medical records as a normal course of treating patients
Yes.
there?
When I sold my practice to when the charge are maintained with Dr. Justin Jones with Ballot Health.
Okay,
He's a pediatrician.
all right. Okay. Dr. Pugh, I'm going to hand you some records and ask you to take a look at them, see if you can identify them.
Yes.
And what are those?
Those are the charts from my office.
Okay. And is that a true and accurate copy of the medical records of Evelyn Boswell
Yes.
that were maintained by your office?
Yes.
All right. Judge, I would move to make that exhibit 67, please.
Exhibit 67.
Thank you, Dr. Pugh. If you would answer any questions, I believe Mr. Horn might have for you.
So, all but the first visit you saw Evelyn, is that my understanding?
Not the first and the last visit I didn't see
Okay,
her.
last. But you would have had access, when you did treat her, you would have access to all of her medical records.
Yes, they would be in the chart.
And as a pediatrician in the state of Tennessee, would it be fair, I mean, is it your understanding of the law that if a pediatrician's examining a child and they suspect abuse or neglect or something that's affecting the welfare of that child, they have an obligation to report it?
Yes.
And to your knowledge, to the records that were made in regards to Evelyn, was there anything in there that would cause, warrant, or impose a duty to report anything to law enforcement to require to investigate that?
No, or I would have taken care of it.
I imagine you would. Your medical license is important to you. So, fair statement to say that Evelyn was progressing the way she
Yes.
should progress, and that Megan was fulfilling, up until the point you last seen her, her maternal responsibilities as far as it relates to the child.
Or, yes.
That's all the questions I have.
You ready?
No, you're right.
Is she free to go?
She is.
Dr. Pugh, thank you for your testimony.
Thank
You're
you.
released from your subpoena and you're free to go. Are you next?
State called Paul Miller.